Well, it's Christmas time again, and time for another review. Today, I'll look at one of the earliest games I ever played, and that is Excitebike64, developed by Left Field Productions. So, let's dive in and learn more about the sequel to the original NES classic. Excitebike64 is of course a motorcycle racing game, in which there are many game modes to play on. As you'd expect, there is a season mode where you race for cups to unlock more courses and modes. The tracks are very unique and dynamic in their own right. Some will take place on real locations on Earth, and others will be totally random. Unlike Mario Kart, where you use items to defend yourself, you are on your own to win the race, meaning that you will really need skill than luck to win. Another cool addition is the extremely well done physics, engine, and gravity. Angles play a big role in this game. As for having a good landing, you can maintain your speed. Probably the coolest part of the game is the stunts and tricks. Right on the box, as it says, catch big air, and it sure does deliver. Doing stunts is not only satisfying, but fun. And each character has a very special stunt. This is creative, yet realistic. Other game modes are incorporated too, such as special tracks. This is a bunch of different modes that can be unlocked for completing many of the season modes. These modes are fun and a new idea to just racing. Desert involves you traveling across a never-ending desert to put out fires. The question I got is how long this desert is, and it goes on forever. Even the manual said so. Stunt course involves you doing stunts for points. Doing a more variety of stunts reward you with more points. As for doing the same stunts, lowers the rate of points. You can also play the original Excitebike 2. Cool. Soccer is playing soccer on motorcycles. It can make for a hectic and silly game. Hill climb is riding to the top of the hill to get the best time possible, but there are lots of hazards in your way. Finally, there's Excite 3D, which is playing the original Excitebike course only in 3D. At last, there's Custom Track feature, which you can create your own track or add anything you want into it, such as jumps, turns, and terrain. You can save your track and load them to any Excitebike64 game and race as you normally would. The editor is user-friendly and it's very easy to make an awesome course. My last note will be the save function. Thankfully, the Nintendo 64 expansion pack is used properly and allows you to save your ghost and track to your game pack or controller pack. It only takes 40 pages of data to save most things, which is a huge improvement over Mario Kart. There's literally no problems with this game, and at the end of the day, Excitebike64 is a very fun and creative racing game. The graphics in Excitebike64 are strong. Thanks to the expansion pack, the visuals are very well detailed and have added depth. As for the tracks, they can be in stadiums or in the outdoors, like mountains, forests, snow, and canyons. Strangely enough, there's some in-game advertising, which may look obvious, but I think it gives the game a more realistic feel. Overall, the graphics in Excitebike64 are strong, and with the expansion pack capabilities, it makes for a great looking game. The control on Excitebike is easy. The A button accelerates, the Z button brakes, the R button drifts, and the B button turbos, providing you don't overheat. Holding down C and sometimes R can perform many different types of stunts depending on the movement of the joystick. Overall, the control for Excitebike is simple and takes no time to get used to. The music in Excitebike64 is wonderful. Most of the music is rock or techno. There's this other tune which I find really weird. Finally, the announcer is simply unforgettable. The commentator saying everything loud and proud is truly a highlight.
In third place, Superman! Nice yard, sir! Tricky Ricky, sir! That's a new track record! Paul Jacoby!
In conclusion, the music is a pleasure to listen to and is some of the finest on the N64. In conclusion, I found Excitebike64 to be one of the best racing games the N64 has to offer. It has a very fun single player and multiplayer mode with tons of game modes, with more unlockables. It has incredible music and an easy to use track editor, and it's just a great game in its own right. That's it, this is the last review of 2011. Have a Merry Christmas and I look forward to making more reviews.